People have speculation on the best crowd control weapon here in Bloodborne. Easily threaded cane if it's timed correctly. Get your little herd. Quick smack on it. Oh, you see it for yourself. It's got great range. Blood gems on the cane aren't very strong at the moment. There you go. 22.3, 21.5, 21.5. Got all those from Winter Lanterns, actually. Just started the East Chalice. Oh, Scourge Beast. Don't know who I'd rather fight more, or try to chase, the little crystal lizards in Dark Souls 3 or those guys. So you guys play Bloodborne at all? Well, I would assume so if you're watching this. See who all wants to watch this thing. And your first boss here in this dungeon is normally it's a brain sucker. Second boss, I don't quite remember. Oh Jesus! I'm gonna go in here with 3 blood vials. Hopefully I can find some more in this little side area here. Seeing what all I can find. I got my eye rings on. Always good to run some form of corruption. Never have too many blood drags. Alright. Big room. No items. Overly confident there's a door in that direction. But, well, let's find it out, shall we? These are emissaries. Check them out. The more advanced ones, or the stronger ones, have antennae coming out of their head, and they shoot little call beyonds at you. Easy to parry, little boogers. Sometimes they drop some pretty decent triangles. When I say triangles, by the way, I'm talking about the blood gem slots. I don't need quicksilver bullets, but thanks. Those are brain or insight suckers, also known as brain suckers. As you can see, there's 2 of them in here. So let's try to be smart with it. Take the bold hunter's mark off. Get a Molotov. One of them's gonna be an attacker. The other one's gonna shoot arcane mist at you and try to freeze you in place. Then you got these guys. Always be aware of your surroundings. Let him reset. Throw 2 more at him. Oh, and he's gonna get some of my insight today. I guess he said I didn't need it all, I guess. I'm not worried about a few pieces of insight. Go ahead and take one out. 2 of them's hard enough. Or 1 of them's hard enough, I'm sorry. See, they drop decent temperings. What you want to find from them are hopefuls at cursed temperings. If you can find those are always the best ones to find. Got arcane damage. Those are good. But, you know, I'm looking for that golden one, so we'll keep the search going. Probably a hunter in here somewhere. Fighting those guys are 100% optional, you know. I'll show you guys how to fill up your beast meter. I learned a way to fill it up rather quickly. You'll select one of these, untransform, and then repeatedly strike until it transforms itself, or your beast meter gets full. See how I got pretty full there? Oh, this just got interesting. Crowd control, remember. In rooms like this, it's always good to check behind the stairwell, because there's always a scurrying beast back here. And be wary in your east chalices, because there's these little buttons back here. And rest assured, they will spawn enemies, like so. See? And they're all little carnage-looking, symbiote-looking things. Summoned Themarians, I would call them, but I'm pretty sure that isn't the correct name for them. Not very hard enemies, but they do hit like a tank, but they don't have a lot of HP. I always try to stay hopeful for the Surgence of blood vials. Those are almost a necessity. Or ritual blood 5, that also works too. So we'll check all the way to the top. And I believe that's the door I came from. I think there is a door over there. Yep. Always good to have a torch in these dungeons, you know. Ah, there we go. I got a blood vial. These 9 times out of 10 will always have some form of ritual material in them. Always good to have these things. You know. Gotta have that rip material. It took me 9 ritual blood 5s to start it, and I've already back up there in that area. Now these guys aren't that much of a threat, and we go back down. My boss door is open, so let me heal and see what I can do with no blood vials. I don't remember who the boss is here, so only one way to find out. We call that running in headstrong. And it is the Slapbox Champion. So we're gonna swallow that beast blood pellet, duck and dodge. He doesn't hit very hard, but I mean, he doesn't really move around all that much. The easiest way to spam him is to have a weapon that has a longer reach on it, like the boom hammer or stuff like that, that can hit him through the center pillar in the map area there. Probably be the, you know, the best thing to do sometimes, especially if you're an inexperienced player. They put little things like that in the dungeon to help you progress, but you're headstrong like players like I am, you just go in head first and hope for the best. And it doesn't always come out on the best, so, you know. Let's hit him with his own move, shall we? Not very weak to it. He's trying to put his slapbox moves on me. See how he's got his antennas up? You max out your beast hood. He's now currently calling for the call beyond. Which, if you're not on the luck side, that will one-shot you. And just end it with a bullet. Well, easy peasy. And it gives you almost 100,000 blood echoes. And then you pick up your echoes. The final boss for this is going to be the Daughter of Abretus. I mean, yeah, I think that's right. It's Abretus. I don't remember her whole name. Leave me alone. As you can see, rooms like that are always good to explore. Never know, you could find your top eye rune, your top air rune. Heck, you never know. Might stumble across that lost guidance rune. If you don't want to carry a torch around, you can always use the hand lantern. Just clip it to your belt buckle. That way you can carry your gun and other things that you need to on your side. Now be careful, because I think there is a... Yeah, there he is. It's Oleg over there. I think that's Oleg. That might not be. That might be... What's that other one's name? I can't remember. Henriette? No, it's not Henriette. But... little guys like that, these guys aren't that hard. As you can see, he's got the flame sprayer, Ludwig's holy blade. He can use the auger of Abretus and the torch. Ah, there you go. There's the auger. Kind of easy fella. His attacks are, you know, easy to follow, but he hits like a tank, you know. And that sword, Ludwig's holy blade, has mad range on it. But, you know, if you know the attack patterns of all the weapons and of certain weapons of NPCs and how they use it, not very hard to, you know, direct or all that. Now that mode right there is the harder to predict, because I haven't really had that much play with that form or that weapon. But he chose to go speed over power with it like that. See, with that, he's got that stagger effect on it. So you just parry him to death, and you know it's over with. Sometimes he'll drop something, sometimes it doesn't. He can drop decent physical gems, and every once in a while you might, I repeat, you might get an okay arcane gem. I didn't kill that one, did I? Yeah, I did. Sometimes if you get lucky, there's another hunter down there, but I think one of these is the boss room. Let's go check that out. Can't always be certain. Always cool to investigate stuff like this. Doors like this don't open from this side, so you're either gonna have to go that way, or there's probably a way down yonder way, but rest assured, I will take you through there. Start off by going to this side. If you have an idea of what your favorite weapon may be, or you want to do another character build, drop your suggestion in the comments, and we can check it out. I got a buddy of mine, you know. We're always looking for stuff like that. Oh, this room is full of celestial emissaries, by the way. That one up there. Oh, see? Arcane Blast. And they are not scared to shoot it at you. There's their call beyond. That's what that looks like. And it can hit you down here. So always be wary. And try not to get... I'm gonna die. I forgot all about that guy. Oh well, bad things happen to good people. You know how it goes. Alright, well, let's go see if I can... Oh, hey! Oh, yeah. I gotta go back through my pre-air to get all those echoes back. Because echoes are life in this game. And NPC hunters always respawn, no matter what. Yeah, and this guy's life in here, so you don't really have to worry about him. Now, you want to test your good skills? Break out this Ligarius wheel, and then try to fight him. That ought to be a fun match. Because he can stagger you out of your attempted combos. If he hits you with that thing. So it's always good to get the old wind up. Oh! But the wheel also has a great stagger effect in itself. Now I've got some pretty good arcane. Let's see if I can use the life draining properties of it to deal out some decent damage. This is also a buff for this weapon, you know. Like certain weapons like the Tonitrus, the Boom Hammer, stuff like weapons like that, and including this wheel, all have their own unique buffs. Oh, that's the Ligarius wheel for you. This is also a great weapon, one of the best in the game, the Shikage. But that's another day. As you can see, Oleg also this time didn't drop anything. And that area that I was just in, the tunnel, the area there, looks like it came out around the area these scorpions are in. So we're gonna take out these scorpions and we're gonna try to go get my echoes from that area. Yeah, you see the rat there? That's probably where my echoes are. Oh, Scurrying Beasts. These things right here drop your chunks, twins, and bloodstone shards. But in the dungeons like this, it's very, very occasional that they drop gems, like so. Always good to check them when you get them. See that? 9 times out of 10, your triangles do some form of arcane and poison. Those are the lethal gems that you can find around here that do the poison. You can't visceral rats. I've tried many times, but those guys are the tanks of the dungeon. They're the diggers. As you can see, he has a pickaxe and looks like he was mining this tunnel. He's dead. Let him rest in peace, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's my blood echoes over there. I always check the ends of these things. Ah, wait a minute, I'm trying to see where... Ah, there he is. Arcane is extremely effective against those creatures as well. They're just like the Scurrying Beasts. And they just hit so much harder, making them a far more dangerous adversary than what they normally should be. But, you know, you live and you learn, right? So, back to square one. Oh, giant flaming boulder coming. So pick a hole and sit in it. Probably a Themarian up here that sent that. Sometimes they're sent along with Scourge Beasts that look like they deal a part in lycanthropy. You'll see it. Oh, just a Themarian. But Themarians are not bad. And sometimes walls like this are very much so hidden doors. Let's see if this is one of them. Nope, this is not a hidden door, so don't be fooled by it. This one, on the other hand, may be. Nope, still no hidden door. Well then, It was, oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. It was a wasted trip up here then. So we'll take the plunge back down. As we find our way back to the top. Chalice dungeons are a great place to farm your blood echoes if you are lacking blood echoes. Because deep down in your cursed dungeons, if you wear all your moon runes and stuff, they enhance your echoes by hundreds of thousands sometimes. And man, you can, it's a great place to farm, you know. Hope I'm not making this video just to hear myself talk. It'd be kind of funny. There's a Scourge Beast. And this is probably how I die. I'm gonna try to direct all of their attention away from all of this. See if I can't pull them down here on my level. That way I can speed run back up there and get what's in that chest. You know the term, work smarter, not harder. See, they're all on that side. Speed run up over here. Back up here. Grab your treasure. And then hightail it out of here. Oh, now watch out. Zigzag it. Because you never know. And I still didn't find the way over there. So we're gonna... Oh, that side that side leads to a dead end. That side leads me back out. Let's jump down here. And I guess we'll have to find another way through there. Or that could be another day, another time. This is East Chalice. The first one. Layer 2 boss. Has yet... Oh, wait, no, I know how to open that door. That goes back down to layer 1. Oops. Almost had an accident. That door is going to open up in the main dungeon. As you can see, I haven't even started the main dungeon yet, with this door still being closed. So, let's see what's behind door number 2. Large room, celestial emissaries. Oh, it's a trap floating around here. See that dude right there? That normally means a trap. So it's right here. And that will kill you almost instantly. And you break out your crowd control weapon. Get them all in one spot. And then go to town. And almost always these guys will drop pretty decent gems, quicksilver bullets. I missed one. No, I didn't. He didn't drop anything. Oh, you see that? My attack got lost to the void. Gotta give him some respect, you know. Sometimes there's an NPC summons. I think that, yeah, this is one. I think this is Prospector Oleg. Oh, Grimia, that's the other lady's name. Oleg and Grimia, they're twins, I believe. Always good to summon a distraction, not necessarily for the help, you know. And also, for those who think that the dungeons scale off your new game, it does not. So don't ever be worried about sending your game into new game because you're afraid of the dungeon difficulty. They do not scale with your new game. Dungeons each have their own difficulty setting, or their difficulty set. It's not based on what new game you're in. See, I always thought it was the other way around, but stop some of the new players from being hesitant on going into their dungeons because of their new game worry. I heard another Scourge Beast. I didn't see one, but I heard him. Not quite too sure where he's at. So let's lure all the Slapbox champions. Get them all together. Break out your crowd control. Got a buddy of mine who will argue with me over the best crowd control weapon, and he's an axe fan. Now I can't say that he's wrong due to its massive twisting attack, but as my video shows, the threaded cane's not bad for crowd control itself. So don't be ashamed to try it, you know. Might find out you're a threaded cane fan. That's how I found out. Now, after you've slayed everything, it's always good to go back and collect your loot. Great One's Wisdom. Great One's Wisdom grants 2 insight instead of 1. Umbilical cords grant 4. Great One's Wisdom does grant 1. And Blood Dregs grant 1. But always remember, you gotta take at least 1 to the Queen to get a gesture for platinum. Don't let that guy ring his lantern. It's time to go to work. Grimia back there knows how to handle herself, you know. All your old hunters are adequate adequate warriors. But don't get me wrong, sometimes they will run into a pickle. They will need assistance. Oh, well, see, hey guys, look, there's that door I was telling you about. Now, this is how you get out of there, or in here. Yeah, get your ritual material. Yellow backbone. That's good for FRCs. If you ever see FRC, it's a fetid, rotted, cursed. That's what that stands for. Oh, and always watch out for the roller balls. And before entering, check both ways. See, that's where the boulder falls, and that's where the door is. Now, there is a door, or there is an area down here. Your treasure room. And this will be where, you know, you see coffins are normally at the end of these rooms, and it's normally a big yellow one. But well, this time I got lucky there. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't. I had a brain sucker in it. Always look for Easter eggs in here, cause you never know. Might find something that there was cut content of these enemies that were going to be called Shrine Knights. And I'm always, and I mean always, looking for evidence of the Shrine Knight's existence in the Chalice dungeons, because you can never know, you know. Might mess up and wind up in a cut dungeon or a glitch dungeon. You might have to fight yourself a Shrine Knight. That would be the true breadwinner right there. Actually being able to fight a Shrine Knight. Have you guys seen Shrine Knights? And I've got my 2 red jellies, which I think I've got 4 now. Yep, I've got 4, so I can go create my cursed Thumaru Ease. Ew, I'm sorry, not Ease. Now, it's gonna be coming from my right side. There you go. There's the end of it. Now take off. Hopefully Grimia can catch me before this, and it looks like Grimia is probably gonna get hit with it. It's alright, Grimia, we still love you. Now I'm probably gonna get hit with one. Nine times out of 10, or let me rephrase that, about 7 times out of 10, this is gonna be Madman Waller or the Queen Killer. The Queen Killer's looks just like this as you summon her to fight, or summon Queen Killer to fight the Yharnam Queen. We'll get to that video. That's another day, another video. There's no oh, there's a ladder in here. I think my Bath Messenger's up here. If you find Bath Messengers in your Chalice dungeons, hey, like that, you can buy other chalices, lost or uncanny versions of your weapon. You can restock, you know. See, those are lost and uncanny versions of all your weapons. But the catch to that, you can only buy lost and uncanny versions of the DLC weapons. You cannot, see, I've never even had the amygdala arm, but it's there. I've been in the DLC, therefore my character has experienced that part of the game, so it's there for me to purchase. But what I'm looking in the Bath Messenger for is the Sinister Eve's Root Chalice. That's how you make other chalices, your own chalice dungeon. There is my boss door switch, which I'm not really worried about fighting her. The brain sucker, that is. I got these two hard asses with me. But I'm not that kind of guy to just let them sit back. And I plan on healing them both. And there is an item in here, if you've never played it before, that can help you heal other players. It's called the Choir Bell. It's a special hunter tool of the choir, high-ranking members of the church, fashioned after a bell that projects an arcane sound across planes of existence. The sound of this similar silver version of the bell does not cross planes, but grants vigor and healing to all cooperators. You'll select it, make sure everyone's in your vicinity, and you tap square. See how it healed them? But it costs, I think, 6 quicksilver bullets, 7. I'm not sure, I didn't read that far into it. I'll check it for you guys real quick. And it uses 7 bullets. I was right. Haha. Now I've got a fully healed party. My cooperators are fully healed. You go down. I missed a door, so gotta go back up. Hopefully they're running across the bridge instead of following my footsteps, and they are not. Yep, there's an item back here. These little things grant frenzy. But their frenzy is not like the other frenzies. It builds up a lot faster than it would with another enemy. It's just quicksilver bullets. It looked like somebody else was running with Madman Waller instead. There's probably a way out of this. There it is. Normally this door doesn't open from that side, so you had to find your way around here to open it. Your lamp is all the way at the back. Uh-oh. They're not smart enough to destroy those traps, and those traps cause massive damage to even your NPC helpers. So, I think there is a bonus room in here. I'm not sure. But, you know, I have been wrong many times. And now we are en route to fight the Abretus. The Abretus. Ha. So, get them close enough to you, wait on them, see how they got a little damage. I want them to go in there with full health, that way we can stand a better chance at beating this boss. And give a show of deep respect for whoever's watching it, or gonna watch it in the future. And let the games begin. Daughter of the Cosmos. Now normally she's gonna start it off with a charge attack, so it's always good to let, you know, somebody else get in there and take those early whoopings, crush your beast pellet, and build up that beast meter. Once you build up your beast meter, your beast meter fully built will do a lot of damage. That is why a lot of people you'll find using beast claws. It's a way of dealing high damage, and it's very efficient. Now this Abretus, just like the main game Abretus, can be visceral if you whoop on her head enough. But she also hits a lot harder, and she does her little sound wave barrier a lot sooner. Now, if you stay in that little wave she's created long enough, it will deal damage to you. It's not a lot of damage to start, but it can lead to a lot of damage. Added on with her already attacks. See, I didn't even realize my health bar was that low. Oh, that's our call beyond. And it is sinisterly accurate, you know. She's rebuffing her sound wave area. And now she's fixing to start thrashing about. That's what I'm going to try to end it quick with my call beyond of my own. And, well, that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That is Abridus, daughter of the Cosmos. And Madman Waller, he happened to suffer from frenzy. As you can see, that's what happens when you frenzy. Thank you guys for watching. That is it for this at the moment. I'm sorry for such a long video. This is my first stream ever. I bid you adieu with deep respect and happy hunting, fellas and ladies.